morning, everybody. And you good today? I hope all of you are good today. Welcome to our session of English 4B reading today, page 61. If you want to open your book, the page we are going to study is page 61 4B reading. Okay. So today we are going to talk about something called twins mind, think alike, or as we call it, telepathy. Did you hear about telepathy before? Do you have a friend which you think you are thinking in the same way together? Do you have someone you think that you are like twins? You are behave like in the same situation like each other? No, Fahd al-Dufayan. Even one of your family, it's okay. Oh, Fahd Turki, Faidi, no, okay. So Faisal al-Sheikh is here, Muhammad al-Sairi, Badr al-Abdullah, Turki al-Faidi, Muhammad al-Sultan. By the way, students, I'd like to tell you that we are going nearer to the exams, so I mean this week I'm going to put your marks on Noor, inshallah, okay? So what I mean by telepathy, think about that, then we are going to know what exactly what I mean by telepathy. Have you heard or read about people who can communicate with someone else by using their mind? So people who can communicate with someone else by using their mind. Yes, very good, Fahd al-Dufayan. Yes, it's the same meaning of the word you said. You don't have anyone that you think you have a share or a common telepathy with. You said no. All of you, or most of you, said no. It's okay. We are going to read the passage as usual. Quickly, as I told you, we have two ways of reading. The first one we are going to do now, it's called skimming. When you read just to answer one question or to find the suitable information, you will read the text quickly and answer the question below. Who did the writer write the text for? For professionals in the field of psychology, twin brothers and sisters, the general public, people with telepathic abilities. So, we are going to read quickly to identify which one. I will give you 4 minutes, 5 minutes to read it quickly. Don't look at the meaning, don't look at the word, don't stop at any word. Then you are going to tell me the answer of the questions after 4 minutes. Please don't try to answer before 4 minutes, okay? Thanks. Read the passage quickly. Don't stop by any new word, okay? Then we are going to read together. Yes. Go. Yeah, Fahad. Yes, it's real. A lot of scientists talk about that issue, and they do, as we are going to read now, they do some experiments on especially twins to see or to know about telepathy. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. It's okay. Who can tell me the suitable answer for that question? Who did the writer write this text for, the text for? What is the answer, Shabab? What is the answer? Y D. Yes, yes. He write it. The general public, for the general public. So look at the question, Fahad. Who did the writer write the text for? Who? Why did he write the text for? For who? For whom to read? For the general public, nor for people who have telepathic abilities, just to read. No, he write it for all people to read about it. Yes, let's read it in details. I need the first volunteer to read me the first paragraph. Yeah. Is there any volunteer to start reading the first paragraph for me? Guys, Faz'a, please, I want someone to read the first paragraph. No one? I will wait for 10 seconds. It's okay. So, telepathy is the ability to communicate with someone else by using your mind. So, that's what I mean by telepathy. Is the ability to communicate with someone else by using your mind. The communication could include anything from transferring thoughts, feelings, or other kinds of information. There are three groups that are thought to have telepathic abilities. Telepathic here is the adjective, right? From telepathy. Abilities. Some animals and their owners, they have telepathy. A mother and her newborn baby, they have also telepathy. And identical twins, and the scientists said that the most group which has telepathy is identical twins. Of these groups, twins have the strongest telepathic connection. Scientists believe that this is true because identical twins, identical twins, they are the same shape, the same face, identical twins. Okay? Do we have unidentical twins? Yes, they are twins, but they don't look the same. But when I talk about identical twins, they are the same in shape and face, everything, okay? Identical twins share the same brain waves. Why do they have telepathy because they share the same brain waves, which allows both of them to experience and feel things at the same time, even when they are not in the same place. Can you imagine? They can feel about each other if even if they are not in the same place. Okay? Many studies have been done regarding the phenomena of the twin psychic connection. Regarding means connected to. Regarding, we have the word regarding means connected to, relevant to, which connected the issue, which connected to our phenomena. You know the meaning of phenomena? Yes, phenomena means when we have something which happened a lot, so we can say it's a phenomena. Okay? Of the twin psychic. Psychic is an adjective like psychological. Psychic is an adjective which means psychological. Okay? Phenomena of the twin psychic connection. But a 2003 study that took place in London TV studio puts to rest many doubts. You know the word doubts? When you aren't sure about anything, right? Doubts. But to rest many doubts people may have of the existence of twin telepathy. A short time ago, Fahd al-Dafayan asked me, is it real? So they put some experiments in the studio to rest many doubts people may have of the existence. Existence means wujud of twin telepathy. 8-year-old Damon and Richard Bowles sat in separate soundproof rooms in the studio. So soundproof means without any sound. They can't produce any sound, like waterproof. Soundproof, so sound can't move, can't transfer between them. Okay? In the studio, Richard was told to roll up his sleeve. So Richard and Damon was two identical twins, and they put in a separated two sound rooms. Richard was told to roll up his sleeve and put his arm, you know, roll up when you bring your sleeve up. Okay? Roll up his sleeve. Sleeve is that one of your t-shirt, and put his arm into a bucket of ice water. Okay? He gasped like that. When you get choked, you gasp. He gasped from the shock of the cold. Meanwhile, Damon, who was in his room and unaware of what was happening to his brother, also gasped at the same time. Can you imagine? If you're twin in a separated soundproof room, and if you gasped, he will gasp in the same time. Damon was attached to a polygraph machine, which monitored. It's a machine which can register or save anything he feel, he do, he react, and so on. Was attached to a polygraph machine which monitored means watch his breathing, stomach muscles, pulse, you know, pulse, that one, make sure that you are still alive, and the amount of sweat on the palms of his hands. Palms of your hands is that area after your fingers. Okay? Professional polygrapher Jeremy Parrott was recording the results and analyzing them. He was searching, he was looking at the results and analyzing them. Neither Damon nor Parrott knew what was going on in the other room at any time during the experiment. In the next experiment, Richard was asked to open a cardboard box placed in front of him. Instead of something pleasant like chocolate in the box, a plastic snake jumped out at him, frightening him. Parrot said that at the exact moment Damon showed signs of distress. You know, distress when you don't feel relaxed, okay? Through his heart rate and pulse line, okay? I need a volunteer to complete reading that paragraph, just that paragraph. Any volunteer here? Any guy to complete reading? Shabab? It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. There are many other stories of instances like this between twins. Two young girls, so they did the experiment on two young girls more. One at a friend's house, so they are at a separated house at all, and one at home are a good example. The young girl that was at home burned her hand. At the same moment, the other girl developed the same kind of blister. You know blister? When you have a burn in your hand, after that you have a blister in your hand, like we can call it تقرح, زي كده, okay? Blister in the exact same spot on her hand as her sister. Another example is a man who collapsed in a chair, clutching his chest. When you clutch means hold very tight. Hold it like that, very strong. Clutching his chest in pain at the exact moment his twin brother had an accident more than 30 miles away. Can you imagine the telepathy can happen on a distance of 30 miles away? There may never be definite proof, I mean clear proof, that all identical twins have telepathic powers, but there is enough evidence to suggest that this kind of psychic connection is possible. So there is no definite proof, I mean clear proof, to say that the identical twins have telepathic powers, but the scientists have a lot of evidence to suggest that that psychic connection is possible, okay? So I'd like someone to start read and answer exercise C. Yes, guys. Can I have volunteer here? Don't tell me that I don't. Yes, Fahd al-Dufayan. According to the writer, telepathy is the ability to use your mind, has to do with how people feel in stressful situation, is a form of communication of thoughts and feeling. Yes. Thank you, Fad, for trying. Good, Muhammad. The second one, why do scientists believe that twins have the strongest telepathic connection? Why do scientists believe that twins have the strongest telepathic connection? Because their brains work in the similar way. Yes. Good. As we mentioned before, because their brains share the same wave, right? So number 3, what happened when Richard opened the cardboard box? Good, Fahd. He was scared. And at the same time, his twin has some distress in his pulse, okay? Damon and Richard had the similar reactions, knew that each other was doing, were attached to polygraph machines, didn't believe that were telepathic. Which one is the suitable answer? Yes, good. They had similar reactions. When one of them put his hand in a bucket of ice, he gasped, and his brother gasped at the same time. Look at number 5. Why does the writer mention the twin sisters and the twin brothers in the last paragraph? To prove that the identical twins have telepathic powers, to show that twins can feel each other's pain, to show that both male and female twins are telepathic, to scientifically explain telepathy between twins. Think. Yeah, think. You tell a lot of answers to prove that all identical twins have. No, we said that not all identical twins have telepathic powers, right? To show that twins can feel each other's pain, maybe. Or D, to scientifically explain telepathy between twins. Yeah, I think he want to tell that to explain telepathy between twins because not just pain they can feel about each other. Yes, they can feel also the happy moments. It's okay. Let's come to the second part of that one. Let's come to the exercise D, which I mean the meaning, the word and their meanings. Yes, I like the first one to answer. Who's going to do that? Turki Al-Faidi. It's okay. You said D, and Fahad say what? It's okay. Regarding means concerning. Yes. I don't remember who said D and who said anything else. But regarding mean concerning. Relevant to. Okay? What I mean by unaware. What I mean by unaware. UNAW. Aware of means you know it. You know everything. But unaware, what I mean, unaware. I am unaware of your illness. Sorry, don't blame me. What I don't know. Like I don't know. Unaware means I don't know. What is it here? Guys, what are you? Did you answer? What I mean by unaware? It's not hard. It's F. Yes, it's F. Yes, Khalid Mansour, thank you. It's F. Not informed. What I mean by attached. Attached. When I will send you an email, then yes, very good. Then I will attach. I will attach something and I will connect it with like that. Okay. Monitor. Monitor is, I think it's easy. Monitor, yes. Checked. Good. A. Clutching. When you clutch something, you hold it. Yes, very good. Holding tightly. Yes, very good. Definitive. What I mean by definitive? Yes, good. It's H final. So there is no final decision that twins have the same power of or the same telepathy. Definitive means final. It's okay. So let's come to the next one. Would you like to have telepathic abilities? Let's come to that one. Would you like to have telepathic abilities? Why or why not? Would you like to have telepathic abilities with someone else? To feel like each other, to think like each other, to have the same kind of feeling, same kinds of thoughts? Huh? No one answer? I think it's a good idea for me. Yes, why not? To have someone who so you have the same think, the same. Wow, it's a good identification, really. Do you think that the human mind has power that are not fully used? I totally agree with that one. Yes, the human mind has powers that are not fully used. Yes, for sure. I think that there are things, our matter or parts of our brain which we didn't fully use it up till now. It's okay. Let's come to the vocabulary, lexical set, parts of the body. It's a matter of knowing more vocab, but I think most of you know that. You know that one is cheek, right? Lips, okay? Neck, palm, that the one which I told you. This is your palm. And by the way, I have another meaning to the word balm. Balm is a kind of fruit, is a kind of trees which can bring you dates. We call it balm, right? You have a lot of balms here in Saudi Arabia, by the way. Fingers, you know fingers, okay? And thumb is that finger. We call it thumb. It's okay. And wrist is the 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 place or the area between your hand and your arm. We call it wrist, which connect your arm and your hand. And muscles are all in your body. Okay, this is your chest. This is your chest. Okay, and for sure this is your brain. And the brain is connected with nerves. That nerves control your body, but the main controller is brain. Okay? And for sure knee, ankle. This is the board which you connect your foot with your leg. We call it ankle. Okay? It's a joint. The of your feet, fingers, we call it toes, and all that in your body we call it bones. I thought, or I think most of you know about it. Okay, let's come to the thing or the part of the class or the part of English which I like really so much when I know about the words which easily confused, because a lot of students get confused between a lot of words. The first collocation is harm, hurt, and injured. By the way, each one of this has a usage, but let's look at the three examples and put all of them into the space. So, who can read and tell me the first answer? Guys, who can read and tell me the first answer? I'm sorry. No one? What? Where are you? I have 20 participants, 20 students here. Guys, really, where are you? Guys, I'm waiting. I'm waiting, really. Yes, Mr. Hurt Badr. It's okay, thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. So this is the first one. I'm sorry, it's okay, Badr. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. The second one, fortunately, yes, good, Badr. The second one, Khalid Mansour, okay. Fortunately, no one was seriously in the accident. Was seriously injured, but I will add D, right? It's in accident, we call it injured, okay? Because it's like an adjective here. Scientists believe that chemical fertilizers, chemical fertilizers which we use, yes, okay, Al-Walid Sulaiman, thank you. Chemical fertilizers which we use to make our plants grow faster can harm, yes, harm. By the way, they have the same meaning, right? But in the usage, they are different as you see. The second collocation, the second group is injury, bruise, and pain. Injury, bruise, and pain. Let's read number 4. Let's read number 4 and try to solve it. My mother was in terrible after her operation. Pain, yes, Yusuf Shnevi, thank you. Yes, Saud al-Mjarri. Okay, thank you, Saud. My mother was in a terrible pain. You know pain? When you feel a lot of pain after you doing an operation. It's really hard, really. The football player wasn't able to play in the World Cup because he had a serious knee injury. Yes, good. Good Al-Walid Sulaiman. Good Yusuf. Good Khalid Al-Mansour. Thank you. Okay, because he has injury happened. Yes, Abdullah Suwai. Thank you. Injury happened when you are in a playground or in an accident. You have an injury. It's okay. The day after the rugby match, I had a big on my left cheek bruise. Bruise when you may fall over something. Okay, you have a bruise in your body, as we call it in Arabic, kadma. Yes, bruise. Number 6 is bruise. Let's come to another group, rash, scratch, and blister. Blister, which I tell you about now, when you have like a burn or a cut in your hand or any place of your body, you get after it some blister, as we call it in Arabic, qurha. It's okay. So let's read the first or number 7 and try to do it. I have a space on my foot. Could you give me a plaster? You know plaster, that one. Yes, plaster. Good. I have a plaster. This is number 7. Okay. I have a plaster on my foot. Could you get me a plaster? When I eat strawberries, I get a space all over my body. I'm allergic to them. You know allergic? Not a scratch, Abdullah Sbai. Yes, Khalid Mansour, rash. Rash, it's the sensitive when you have the desire to scratch, when you have a desire in your body that you feel that your body is not normal. We call it rash. Okay, thank you. So it's 8. Let's come to number 9. It was a miracle. You know miracle? Yes, very good, Khalid Mansour. A miracle, that's something unbelievable. That the man escaped from the burning building with only a few scratches. What I mean exactly by the word scratch? What I mean exactly by the word scratch, guys? What I mean exactly by the word scratch. When you have a scratch in your body after, yes, very good, Muhammad Sairi. Yes, Khach. Muhammad Sairi wrote Khach. It's okay. Faint, choke, and gasp. Faint, choke, and gasp. Let's come to answer these three, please. Let's read number 1. Okay. When I finally reached the surface of the water, I space for air. Oh, you did like that. I gasped, but you will add ed, right? I gasped for air. I got a long breath to feel air in my lungs. Yes, this is the first one. Or we can say number 10, okay? Okay, good. Good, Muhammad Sairi and Khalid Mansour. Oh, Ali suddenly felt dizzy and then he fainted. You know, fainted when you lost your conscious, right? When you lost your conscious, you're faint. You can't feel about the surrounding of you. So it's 11. Brian nearly choked on a piece of meat. Go. Very good. Choked means when you are eating and something may block your throat, so you will you can't breathe, but because of something which block your you block the air to your throat. So choke. This is the meaning of choke. Okay. Let's come to phrasal verbs now. Yeah, I like it also. I told you phrasal verb is a verb plus preposition. What I mean by preposition, I told you before, preposition is a letter like in, like over, like of, okay? The phrasal verb, when I use a verb plus preposition, it may change the meaning of the original verb. Let's come to here about the from 1 to 6 and match it with A to F. So, the first one is, it took me nearly 2 weeks to get over the flu. Yes, Khalid Mansour. Get over mean overcome, recover from, like that. So it's E. Recover from F. So get over the flu, recover from the flu, or cure from the flu. Number 2, the boy was not able to visit your school because he came down with a cold. I mean, because he catch a cold, because he has a disease. Yes, it's come. It's okay. Catch an illness. Very good, Khalid. You are awesome today, Khalid. So, came down with a cold means he catch an illness. Look at number 3. When I came round, I was, yes, good, Khalid Mansour. When I came round, I was lying in a hospital bed. When I came round, I mean when I feel conscious again. Someone who was fainted and he feel conscious again, right? Came round here means recover consciousness. I mean, came to conscious again. Look at number 4. When the doctor brought me round, good, Khalid Mansour, I didn't know what had happened to me. Make someone conscious again. This is brought someone up, round, mean make him conscious again. Yes, go, like that. When you make someone conscious again, it means bring him round. It's okay. Number 5, the painkiller. You know painkiller, that the thing which you use to not feel a lot of pain, started to wear off after an hour and my legs started really hurting me. When I say the painkiller started to wear off means not to have the same effect. Yes, you are good, thank you. Slowly have no effect. It means wear off. Good. The doctor told Anne she was worn out, good Khalid, from looking after her 5 children, and that she needed to get some rest. She was worn out. Oh, she was exhausted. I mean, very tired. Yes, worn out means exhausted or very tired. It's okay. Let's come to our. Is it clear here, Shabab? Is it clear? Is everything clear here? Is everything clear in that lesson? Because I am going to transfer to our workbook now. Okay, Khalid Mansour, thank you. Is it clear, guys? It's okay. Let's have a look in our workbook. Let's do the grammar, which we didn't do before. It's okay. On page 50, guys, we are going. If you want to open your workbook, we are going to work on page 50. We are going to read the text below and put the verbs in brackets into the correct form. Sometimes life is full of surprise. Do you remember when we use if in the third conditional? I mean after if had plus verb 3. And in the second part would have and verb 3. This is, we use it to tell about unreal situation which didn't happen in past. We use it for regret, right? If I not see the advertisement in the newspaper about a short story competition, never discuss it. So he saw it. He imagined he didn't see. So the real situation he saw. So he will say here, can anyone answer, guys? Can anyone answer? Can anyone answer the first one? Guys? Guys? If I hadn't verb 3 seen, if I hadn't seen the advertisement in the newspaper about short story, I would never have and verb 3 discussed. Okay, I would never have discussed with my best friend. Okay, so the next one, guys, The next one, if I, the same thing, if I hadn't taken part, if I hadn't and verb 3 taken part in the competition, I wouldn't have won the first prize. It will be the whole, okay? It will be the whole. Let's come to the next exercise, I mean exercise E. Read the situation and write sentence using conditional sentence type 3, which I just tell you about now. We will do 1 and 2. Then you will do from 3 to 5 homework. So Harry ate too much last night. That's why he felt ill. So the action here, he ate too much. It happened and finished. That's why he felt ill. And he felt ill. We will imagine that he didn't eat so much. Okay? So we will use the third conditional if to talk about an real situation or to talk about regretness. I will use after if had and verb 3. And in the second sentence will be would have and verb 3. So if Harry hadn't hadn't eaten, good Mr. Nemesis, hadn't eaten, if Harry hadn't eaten so much last night, he wouldn't have felt ill. So I will use wouldn't and have, and verb 3 of feel is felt. Okay, forgive me because I'm writing with the mouse, so it's not working properly. Number 2, Brain didn't wake up early this morning and arrived late at work. So the action here, the situation here, which happened and finished, she didn't wake up. So she arrived late. We will imagine the opposite. But it's impossible, as you know. We use the third F to talk about impossible situation. Why? Because it didn't happen in past, or it happened in an opposite way. So if Brain had woken up early, if Brain had and verb 3 woken up early, comma, he would have arrived early at work, or I can say he wouldn't have arrived late at work. It's okay? Do you know how to use if in the third form or in the third type? You will do from 3 up to 5 as a homework. Okay? Let's come to another question. I'd like to do that one, to do the thing which we answered before. Then we may come back to that, because I'd like to answer the thing which we really studied today. Now 4B. I'm going to 4B, then we will come back to that inshallah. Yes, you are going to look at page maybe 54 or 55. So who can read the first one and answer? Please, guys. Who can read the first one and answer? Guys, who can read the first one and answer? Yes? Okay. So, can exhaust fumes the environment harm the environment? I can say hurt the environment, right? So the next one, thank you, Mr. Nemesis. Let go of my hand. You are injuring or hurting me. Can I say you are injuring me? Or it's more suitable to say you are hurting me. Luckily, John's injuries or pains are from the car accident. So when we have some like accident, we call it injuries or pains. Guys, yes, Fahd, injuries. Thank you. My son fell down the stairs and the next day he was covered in bruises or injuries. Yes, Khalid Mansour, very good, bruises. It's a new car, but it has got a few blisters or scratches. Can a car have blisters? For sure, no. So, it's scratches, yes. Fred is allergic to bananas and he gets, when you are allergic, yes, you get a rash. On hearing the bad news, Amina almost, when you hear a bad news, you may faint, right? You may lost your conscience. We got out of the burning building, choking or gasping for air. Yes, when you gasp for air, you open your lungs because you need a lot of air. I'm not going. Let's come to B. I'm not going to tell you anything. My space are sealed. My what? A. My lips. Yes, very good. My lips are sealed. It's okay. Because the lips which tell you the thing, not the cheeks or thumbs. He is in a hospital bed, surrounded by machines. His heart rate and pulse. Monitoring, receiving, or communicating. Guys, when he's in a hospital, for sure B. Thank you, Mr. Nemesis. Yes, monitoring. Our team scored what? Victory. Victory like trump or a win, right? Our team scored over their opponents. Opponents means people who are against, right? And managed to win the championship. So, what? Definitive means final, as I told you. Definitive victory. Yes. Number 4. What was his to hearing that he was the winner of the competition? Reaction. Yes, Fahad. Reaction. Mark sprained. Sprained mean when you twist. When you twist your yes, his ankle, yes, and while playing tennis. Very good. The football player fell down and spaced his knee in pain. When you feel pain about something, you hold it very tightly. What I mean that action when you hold something, yes, very good. B, yes, clutched. Clutched means when you hold something very tightly. After spinning around and round for several minutes, the children felt dizzy. Yes, good. Dizzy, when you feel that, you are not in your normal way, or in your normal space. I will open for you the sound now. If you want anything, please ask. Okay? Do you want anything, Shabab? Do you want anything? It's okay. For today, I open the audio. If you want to make a comment, to ask, to do anything, it's okay. Thank you, Muhammad. I appreciate that. Guys, do you want anything? 30 seconds for you to ask. It's okay? Or more. If you want to ask, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you, Badr. Thank you, Mr. Nemesis. Okay, our class is finished today. Thank you very much. Bye.